Okay, so this is just going to be a quick one because, well, I don't want to look like I'm standing in front of someone's house filming it, which is basically what I'm doing. But this used to be my grandmother's house back in the day before she passed away in 1998. I'm not going to say what street I'm on for privacy issues, and I don't want to stand here creepily filming it because it's not my house, or well, it's somebody else's house now. But anyway, yeah, this used to be my grandmother's house. My room was the one up on the top there, and my parents had the room in the back. We lived here for a year after we left 22nd Street. It didn't stay very long. Loved my grandma, but living there was just a nightmare. I can just leave it at that. Funny little story. I got in trouble one time, well, lots of times, but I got in trouble one time because me and my friend Brett at the time decided it'd be a good idea to throw my toys out the window all over the ground, and somehow thinking I wouldn't get caught. But anyway, that's the road, and my parents came home, and my dad driving home saw all the toys all over the road, and that's how I got caught. It was kind of funny, but anyway, the house is basically the same. My grandmother had the same roses there. Those are probably the same roses, just regrowing year after year, that she planted forever ago. There used to, at one point, there was a fence here, but that's long gone. There used to be a crabapple tree in the middle of the yard. I'm sure if you felt around, you'd probably find the stump still. Unless, well, actually, it's probably rotted away now. But anyway, and I remember that fence used to be a little different, and I remember putting it in with my dad. I think we had long moved out since then, but that was where, anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's a fence. But, and the neighbor, when I was a kid, his name was Hank, he used to have a red Volkswagen Rabbit. That's where he used to park it. It's got a different door. Everything else is basically the same. But go around this way. Leave my helmet on for this because it's going to be a short video. Tom's Milk was still Tom's Milk back then, except the sign was different. It was just a white sign and it was painted red. Didn't have this. Well, this sign's pretty old and worn, but it didn't have an electric sign like that, like it does now. There used to be a garbage can here. My grandmother used to make me throw her garbage in it. It's kind of funny. Store's counter's in a different spot now. It used to be against the window. Just walk around over here really quick and move on to the next video. But this used to be behind my grandmother's house is over here. And that house there, it's been different colors over the years, but I remember it being white or a light, very, very light blue when I was a kid. So there's the camera. And yeah, that fence, had a different fence. The lattice wasn't there, and that fence over there, that used to be a driveway. And I had a friend who lived on the next street, and we used to be able to cut through to go over to his house, kind of through in between all the backyards. And we used to go up there, and we'd up on that, you can see it, up those stairs, and we used to get in trouble because it's not our property, it's someone's apartment. And that fence wasn't there, and that little garden wasn't there. It didn't look like that. It was just the same as this. And the back there, see through the fence, is it's all paved now. It wasn't paved before. It used to be a lawn. We used to play as kids, and not a whole lot more to say because I don't want to go any closer to their house because it's not my house, essentially. I had friends that lived in a couple of these buildings. But I guess really that's all there is to say about this. I mean, there's lots of stories I could tell, but they wouldn't mean anything to you unless you were there. But yeah, okay, moving on.